Hello, hello and welcome. It's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Thank you so much for joining me. As you can see from the title, I'm going to be stamping a wreath. This one's a little bit special. I'm going to be using the colours of the Ukrainian flag. And this piece is going to be put on eBay for auction. And 100% of the proceeds are going to be going to the oh dear me, better get the name right, hadn't I, where the money's going. The Disasters Emergency Committee. So I knew that there was some emergency and there was some word in there. Anyway, the Disasters Emergency Committee. So this is going to be listed on eBay. I've got the listing ready to go. I just want to stamp it, take a photo, put it on eBay, and then it's going to be listed. And there's some other things I want to talk to you about as well. Anyway, welcome everybody. If you're new to my channel, if you've never come here before, hi, I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I love stamping with flowers. And so because I know how to do this, and I think at the moment in the world where you may have concerns about things that are going on and you're wondering, how can I help? I would always say, go to what you know best first. Figure out what you're good at and just do something, whatever it is. I'm not even going to make those suggestions. I'm going to let you think about it. Maybe put some suggestions in the comments, put your suggestions in the chat. But I think rather than feeling even more helpless and thinking about things that you can't do, think about the things you can do and start there. So the things you can do, for example, are, finding out what charities you would like to support. There are lots and lots of charities out there helping. Find the one that you would like to support. So I have promoted supporting a friend of mine who is getting money directly out there. And also this is the first wreath in, maybe more. There may be more coming. I've also got an idea about doing an exclusive class where all the proceeds of that class will also go to helping folk affected by what's going on in the Ukraine. I haven't decided the charity yet, but I'm hoping that you guys in the chat, in the live, might give me some ideas as well, because I know what I can do, you know what I can do, you know what I'm good at, and so if people are willing to pay for something that I can gift, then that would be fantastic. Ah, awesome, Paula, well done. Yes, so Paula's a card maker. She's been getting on with getting on. I love that phrase. Get on with getting on. Do what you know best. Right. Hi, everybody. Lovely to see you. So, yes, I'm going to stamp a wreath. That's what I do best. To be honest, I wasn't going to stamp a wreath. I was going to stamp a posy. And then I put it in the description, wreath. And now I can't change it. So I'm going to just keep it to a wreath. And then maybe I'll do a posy another day. So I'm going to start with a bit of yellow. Oh, and confession time. Look what happened to my ink pad when I tried to re-ink Pale Papaya with Bumblebee. Not such a great moment in my craft room. Oops. Yes. It does happen to the best of us. I foolishly just plucked out the re-inker bottle and just, got re-inking without looking at the actual words on the bottle. So never mind. Okay, we're going to get started then with just stamping some foliage in here, some nice golden foliage. And for this leaf, I'm actually going to try and keep it all going kind of in the same direction. Kind of how a wreath would be, actually. Now, this might end up being a very fat wreath. Some of you saw me stamp a wreath a few weeks ago, or a couple of weeks ago, where it ended up being so fat that it almost took up the whole page. But, we'll see what happens. As I say, sometimes the stamps just tell me what they want to do. I have to go with it, I can't argue with them. So there we go. So, hello, everybody. Hi, everyone on the chat. Lovely to see you. Hi Wendy. Oh, you just woken up. Oh, bless you. Lots of love. Know you're feeling rough. Hi Vicky, Shaz, Mary, Linda, Cindy, Deborah. Oh, for goodness sake. I'm still having that problem with YouTube. I cannot watch myself. I even restarted my computer hoping that it would solve the issue, but it hasn't. What a pain. Oh, maybe. Oh, no, it's gone again. Oh, for goodness sake. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Mary and Judy and Bonnie and Deborah and Christine and Heidi and Julie. And who else? Linda. Monica can't type this morning. Hi, Barb. Awesome. Okay, I think I'm just going to have to go with using Explorer again. Oh, dear. It's very bizarre. I'm so sorry about this. Anyway, I'm going to keep stamping while that's loading. It's very frustrating. Okay, going to use this gorgeous leaf. These are all gorgeous, I have to say. This stamp set, Forever Fern, is so beautiful. Hands up who has not got this stamp, because, you know, I might need just have words with you. So I'm creating a little base of leaves. There we go. I'm doing first and second generations round and about like that. Okay, let's see if this works now. Can I comment as myself as well? This will be interesting. Hey, oh, hello. Okay, yes, I can finally see what I'm doing. Oh, rightio. So I was going to do some nice little pale papaya in roses, but I'm not going to do that now because, yeah, guess who inked their pale papaya wrong? I thought it'd be nice to have some yellow poppies because here in Wales, actually it's quite sweet, here in Wales we have yellow poppies, and so I thought that would be a nice thing to stamp. So I'm going to stamp these in... I'm going to do the outline in Bumblebee. Oh, shut my Daffodil Delight. That's what I just used. I will list all the inks used in the description below. Let's get some poppies in here. And I'm kind of aiming for slightly lighter areas because I'm going to be trying to put some Saffron into these. But I don't really want lots of the darker yellow, the Daffodil Delight in there. So I'm just going to try and do that. Oh, would I fit a third one in there? There we go. Maybe just one in there. All right. Happy stamping. So my daughter survived the zip line. We got back from Chester this afternoon. Yeah, had a lovely day. It didn't rain, which was a bonus. And yeah, first time zip lining. Just a few bumps, you know. Bit of a sore bottom on the landing, you know, on re-entry. But yeah, she did all right. Oh, I've lost my Saffron. Where's that gone? Daffodil Delight. Oh, I've opened it. I've got it right here. For goodness sake. Oh, now, why isn't this working? Why do I have this problem? This is nuts. I've got a problem now on... Oh, and I'm behind. I did not do the zip line. No, I didn't. No. laughing at myself as I did a thumbs up before we started. I just know that I will like what Ruth creates. Oh, that's very trusting of you. It's very sweet of you. Oh, now this was a bit of a different cut. Now I'm hoping this is going to calm down in a sec. I always forget that So Saffron, although it is a lighter colour than Daffodil Delight, it's never as light as I think it's going to be. So I really should have stamped that off, but never mind. I've done it now. I've started, so I'll finish. So there we go. There's my So Saffron poppies. Done. Okay. Now the other leaf I wanted to get in here was this lovely Maidenhair Fern. And I'm wondering whether to go in there with... Now, do you think it'll be cheating if I put a bit of Coastal Cabana in here? It technically is a blue, and it does have a little bit of... tiny bit of yellow in there. But, you know... I think, you know, can we get away with that? Technically, it's still blue. Or would you guys say it's a green? See, this will divide people now, because different people see colours in different ways. So it's always very interesting to see how people see colours. You know what? I'm going to take off a bit of that. That's too much. Let's take that off. Give that a little wee clean. There we go. That's a bit better because I wasn't going to be fitting it in very well. There we go. It's a blue-green. Ah, you see, I deliberately didn't get a green out because I thought, no, I'm going to stick to just blue and yellow. And you know what? There may be points where the blue and yellow mix anyway, and we'll make green naturally. So, right, let's put that in there. So for those of you who've never used eBay before, please go and sign up, because I am going to be listing this very wreath on eBay after I have created it for you to bid on. And of course, there can only be one winner. However, I have thought about this and wondered whether or not anybody would be interested in doing a class with me to do. Now you can tell me whether or not what you think would be a good idea, because I trust your opinions generally. Maybe to do something I've never done before, which in terms of a class, which is to stamp a posy. So rather than doing a wreath, we would stamp a posy, so it would be like a bouquet. So rather than just focusing it around like that, we would actually sort of do it just this section here, the whole circle section. So I would have to do a little bit of practice myself. I'd have to kind of figure out what I'm doing to teach it, but I wondered who would be interested in that and whether we could pick a couple of dates, and rather than you paying me via PayPal, I would give you the PayPal address of my friend Ruth Croxford. Now I know some of you, it's very easy to get muddled up because I talk about quite a few Ruths on this channel. Well, I have now. There's Ruth who set up Potter's House, which is another charity that I talk about, and now there's another Ruth called Ruth Croxford, and she's the one who is accepting donations to send directly to folk affected. And so rather than paying me, you'd pay her, and all I would need is a screenshot of that payment going through to prove that you have paid her, and then you would get the Zoom invite. Okay, so that's the plan. Like a giant Tussie Mussy Bob. It would be like a posy, holding a posy that you would, you know. Now, as normal, you would need to have your own stamps and ink and paper. I'm not providing any of that. And excuse me. And you would need to have access to Zoom to be able to, well, actually everyone has access to Zoom. If you're on the internet, you have access to Zoom. You can actually join without having a Zoom account, so that's not a problem. Okay, so I've got crushed curry there. I'm wondering then. Oh, pumpkin pie. No, you see, pumpkin pie, is that going too orangey, or would you let me do that? I stamped in pumpkin pie and then filled it in with something else. Or do I go for Bumblebee? I'll try that first. Okay, so Mary, I know you're, yeah, it's tricky. What days do you work? I want to try and do it on obviously on days that you guys are available. Well, my garden's not looking very good at the moment, Linda, because we had some work done to the house today, and my garden's really higgledy-piggledy because we had to move stuff around in order for the work to be done. So, yeah. Oh, so Saturdays are good. Okay. Saturday might be a good day to do it then. So I was just having a wee think there. Oh, snowing. Yes, Cindy, a posy colours in aid of folk in the Ukraine. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going in with a bit of Daffodil Delight just to colour in some of these petals. Now, is this my Daffodil Delight dark? It is. So the idea would be then to come in with Daffodil Delight light and do the rest of these petals, but I'm hoping this is going to last out. Have I got another one? Oh no, that's so Saffron. Oh, I know what, let's just quickly, I think this is a newer pen, so yeah, I'm going to just flip to So Saffron because I've got it here. You're waiting for your coffee to kick in. Oh. Okay, I think probably the best thing to do is I'll have a think about some dates and then I'll announce it on my Artful Stampin page and Artful Stampin space. So this class, you know, it may have quite a few people in it. I'm not going to limit numbers. What do you think should be the minimum donation? I want to make it as accessible for everybody, but obviously raise a good amount of funds. And what else was I going to say? I've forgotten now. I'm just going to enjoy colouring in, and then I'm going to let my mind go blank, and then I'm going to think what it was I was going to say. Yeah, apparently the weather is supposed to be turning back. I've just watched the end of, or a bit of, and the end of Julie Kettlewell's video. She does paper crafts and piano on a Thursday. If you guys don't go to that, why not? It's super fun. And I deliberately don't go live while she's live because she's so awesome. Anyway, that's what I was going to tell you. Julie and another UK demonstrator called I was going to say Pop Tidman. Her name is Pip Todman, and I've met both of them. Julie Kettlewell's actually one of my Stampin' Up sisters in that, you know, in terms of how we kind of relate to each other. And an absolute amazing, lovely lady. And she and Pip are doing live YouTube on Sunday and asking people to donate to the Disasters Emergency Committee. They're just doing it free of charge. They're not going to be trying to promote themselves or anything. It is just to raise awareness, make cards, inspire you, and so on. So I'm actually going to put the link to the YouTube premiere. It's sort of sitting ready to go for Julie. She's going on at 11 o'clock on Sunday morning UK time, and then Pip, I think, is taking, or it's the other way round, and then Pip's doing the afternoon. It might be the, yes, no, it might be the other way round actually. Let me just double check. No, yes, sorry, I did get it wrong way round. So Julie's on at 1 o'clock and Pip is on at yeah, Pip's on at 11, isn't she? Right, I'm just going to pin it. So that's the link to Julie's one, and I'm just going to find Pip Todman's YouTube channel. Todman, she's an absolute babe as well. Let's see, there we go. So here we go. Here's the link for Pip's one. There we go. Yeah, so if you just look up Pip Todman and the Paper Haven, you'll find both their channels. So you can go and follow them. Yeah. They're lovely, lovely ladies. Okay, so now, am I going to be super strict? Oh, I don't know what to do about these centres because they should be a bit darker, shouldn't they? I suppose by doing Daffodil Delight over and over and over, that's kind of making it darker, isn't it? There we go. I know, I've set myself a bit of a challenge by just saying yellow and blue, haven't I? But there we go. That's what challenges are about. I'm meant to stretch you. Right. Now, the leaf, I think I might do that some kind of pale blue. Oh, I've got Pool Party here. And yeah, Pool Party's still a blue, isn't it? I'm just going to do a little bit of that in there. Because this little blue, sorry, not blue, this little sunflower does have a leaf attached to it, so you can't ignore that little leaf. It needs a little bit of love, a little bit of colouring. There we go. Okay, so we want some blue in here now, and I did get out the Colour and Contour because I thought this would be a really cute flower to get in there, and it's just a kind of different texture. I don't want anything too dark, so I'm going to go for a bit of Balmy blue and then go from there, see what that looks like. I mean, if I find it doesn't really show up very well, I'm wondering whether to bring in some Bermuda Bay, but anyway, we'll test it out. We'll test it out, see what happens. A bit of second generation, go in twice. 1, 2, doing the old twist. Let's twist again, like we did last summer. Now, I think this ink pad is rather juicy. I must have re-inked it recently. Let's twist again, like we did last year. It is a 12 by 12 Mary Hulk. Yeah, it's a square one. I know what, let me go up a little bit. There we go. Make it a bit more obvious. It just takes a moment for the ink to settle down. Can you see the difference between that one and that one? I don't know if you can. It just takes a moment so it's worth being patient, letting the ink soak in, do its thing, you know. Yes. Okay, now I do struggle with the centres of these. And I'm wondering... I think I used this centre before, haven't I, for doing these. There we go, that will do. And we'll do that in a nice Pacific point because it's quite dark. Pacific. I am going to do some Pacific flowers though as well. So let's just get that in there. Just going to move these around so they're not always the same way up. Who else thinks fisheye when they see this stamp? Do you know what I mean? It's like got a fisheye quality to it. I'd never noticed before. Oh well. C'est la vie. Right, I want another little sort of flower in there really. Let's go in with that. I know this has got it's almost got its own dottage, hasn't it, this little stamp here. Hi Tammy. Sorry I've missed anyone to say hello to. I've kind of had my head down most of the time. Hi Sue. Sorry. Fish eyes are the best bit. They're a delicacy. My sister's the one that my middle sister's the one that eats the fish eyes. I don't mind them. She's the one that kind of goes in with the unusual, you know, in any meal. Oh, now that's turning out lighter than I thought because I keep forgetting this is a distinctive stamp, so it always comes out a little bit lighter than what you think it's going to be. It's almost like a little bit of a background really, not a foreground stamp at all. Okay. So this is the point in the stamping where Ruth is going, oh, has she made a mistake? What was she thinking? But what do we all say? All together now. Okay. No, Ruth, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You can do this. Oh, this one, Vicky. Don't you think this one looks like a fisheye? Oh yes, they're a bit of a delicacy in Chinese cuisine. I think they're meant to resemble good, like it's like good luck to eat them or something. Yeah, they're just a bit squelchy. That's all. Nothing wrong with them. It looks heart-shaped. Oh, so it does. Oh yes, of course, that's what I was going for. But of course. Haven't used Misty Moonlight yet. Ew. Hi, Amanda Gately. Nice to see you. Okay, so let's just go in with some clusters of these wee blue flowers. Now, so most of you know that my passion is like inspiring people to do their own artwork, but occasionally these do make their way into people's homes and lives, and sometimes they are gifted, sometimes they're sold, sometimes they are sold with, you know, to raise a donation. And so this very wreath is going to be listed on eBay. I've semi-started the listing. I have it saved, ready to go. And so I will put a link on Artful Stampin Space when this is done, so that you can find it. Now, I will say that if you live in the UK, it's a better deal because the postage rates, international postage rates, for me to do just a general post are a little bit silly because this is a 12 by 12 wreath and it's classed as a parcel rate. So unfortunately, it's rather expensive. So it works out about £10, which is about $20. So I will not be offended if you, my dear friends in the States, do not want to bid because, you know, it's expensive. So, as I was saying earlier, if you would rather just take part in a class, and that way, you know, we don't have to deal with silly postage costs, you can just take part in that, stamp your own beautiful arrangement, and also raise some funds along the way. So now, did people actually suggest what price I should be charging for that, or a suggested donation? I didn't look up at that point. No, I don't think anyone suggested. No. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, if anyone wants to privately email me, let me know. Okay. I'm wondering whether it would be nice to kind of leave a heart shape. So what I'm going to do is, while we've got a semi-heart shape there, I am going to draw a heart. And basically, I'm going to try and avoid stamping anything else there. I know I've got a little leaf there, but that's not too bad. I can cope with that. So we'll go with that. So what I'll try and do is any foliage and things now that I put in here, I will try not to do that. Now, I've just looked and seen that my ink colouring has obliterated the detail on that centre. So I'm wondering if anyone think of some kind of texture or something that I could stamp. Ooh, the moon stamp in Mountain Air. I just need some kind of texture in there just to build that back up again. Oh, look at that. Yes. Answered my own question. Good morning, Miss Heidi. You should auction this as a fundraiser. It is. It's going to be. I will put the link. Oh dear! I've just dropped a stamp. I have got a listing ready to go, Janine. Yeah. Did you just join me or something? Have you missed the whole, last 20 minutes? Yeah. So for those of you who are just joining, this very wreath will be listed on eBay after I have made it. But as I just said, the postage costs to the States are really ridiculous. So it might be worth you holding out for doing a workshop with me Oh no, this is rather large, but okay, we're going to go with it because I've started. I think I may just need to put a little bit of, I was going to put a little bit of light cinnamon cider, or what's that, light pumpkin pie, just into the petals. Oh, I'm not sure now. Oh, keep going, Ruth. Just keep going. Come on, you can do this. Okay, come on, focus. That was a good idea. Just keep going. Maybe it wasn't such a great idea. Oh, okay. I'm also wondering if these need a bit more of a centre as well. Oh, hold on. I've got peachy, peach. Where are you? I was going to stamp that in the middle of that. Or what else have I got? I need a fuzzy centre. What has got a fuzzy centre? Ooh. You know what? Tonight is the night I'm going to cut this up. Glenna, look away. My right hand side is darker than my left. Yes, because my lighting is over here. There we go. I'll shift it over. Does that make a difference? Oh, yes, it's Heidi Scholler's birthday now in Australia. It's not quite here, but it is in Australia. So happy birthday, Heidi. And she does reside in Australia, so technically it is her birthday today. So happy birthday, Miss Heidi. I have a fuzzy centre. Do you? Oh. Oh, that's better. It's subtle, but it actually makes a little bit of difference to those poppies. It is making them stand out a bit more. There we go. Don't know what happened over there. All right, I'm a little bit happier now, but I'm still not terrifically happy with those sunflowers. The alcohol ink kind of melded some of it away, unfortunately. I mean, theoretically, I could go back in there and stamp over the top with my Stamp-A-Majig. Ooh, I'll have a think about that. It's going to add a bit of time to this video, but it may just be worth it. Okay, let's get a little bit more foliage happening here now. So I'm thinking nice little bit of Pacific. Is this Pacific? Yes, it is Pacific. I'll just pop some nice bits of foliage into there. It looks fine to you. Okay. Thank you. Does it need a wee dragonfly or a bee? It could do that, yes. I have got a little bit of space for that sort of thing. Oh, that foliage is so pretty. Oh, this is ending up like a square again. Oops. It's a square wreath, everybody, okay? I'll have to change my eBay description. Ruth square wreath. All right, let's get a different foliage in here now. Pop that one away. Oh, actually, well, I've got this stamp set out. This is gorgeous. This is Eden's Garden. Fancy some of these. Maybe in the Bermuda Bay. Or Balmy Blue. No, Bermuda Bay. Needs a bit more Bermuda Bay. Hello, Miss Wendy March. Nice to see you. Have I ever pulled out just random stamps? Not completely random. I've picked out, the other day I did a challenge. Actually, it was Friday, wasn't it? Last Friday I did a challenge where you guys picked out 2 random stamp sets. And I had to get on with it. But no, generally not. I need to have some idea of what I'm doing. Ish. Even if it's off the cuff. No, because the danger will be I'll be like, oh, got a sentiment. I mean, I could just limit it and just go, okay, I'm just going to put a whole load of stamps out and then just close my eyes and pick out the one. Maybe we'll save that for my celebrating 10,000 subscribers challenge. What about that, hey? Should we do that? Good plan. Okay, I like that. Now, the only thing about this stamp, again, because it's distinctive, it's not super strong. So this is where I like to bring in something a little bit more substantial, like this one. Now, I haven't used Night of Navy yet, and I'm kind of holding back because I'm wondering whether to use Night of Navy for small flowers. So let's do a little bit of Balmy Blue. Oh, who's going? Oh, Cheryl. Yes, enjoy your dinner, Cheryl. So if you're watching this on the replay, thank you so much for sticking with me. These pieces do not happen quickly, so if you've watched the whole thing, you deserve a medal. Sorry, I'm just having a moment. I just need to look at it, figure out what I'm doing. Yes, a Night of Navy cottage would be gorgeous. Okay, I need to put more yellow in here now. I'm just going to go back to head back to Daffodil Delight. Grab out another wee leaf. Now this one is a little bit more substantial. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you could do some lovely yellow and blue emojis, that would be awesome. Find all the yellow and blue emojis you can. Let's, you know, bomb this chat with lots of love. And if you can pray as you're typing those or putting those yellow and blue emojis, do the Ukraine flag, just say a prayer, you know, or have just a thought, to spend a moment. We can feel so helpless, can't we? But personally, I'm just talking about my own personal walk. You know, I believe in the power of prayer. So if that's all you can do, do that. Yeah, this is lovely, this little leaf. It's just giving that extra pop. It needs it over here. Hi, Levine. Oh, lovely to see you. Yeah, let's do the blues and the yellows. There's a lovely sunflower emoji. And there's a blue heart and a yellow heart, a blue circle, yellow circle, blue butterfly. But it is on Android anyway. It might be different on iOS. You're funny, Heidi. Love you, babe. Right. I think it's Misty Moonlight time. I know this is the moment quite a few of you have been waiting for. Waiting for. One, because it's Misty Moonlight, and two, we are now heading towards Cottage territory. So we have got ickle flowers there. We have also got those little flowers, and then some tiny little leaves, which I might use to help fill in some of these little spaces. Oh, now there was a flower, a tiny one in Symmetry, this one, which if it's stamped like in clusters, it looks like little bells. I do like the idea of little bells on a piece, and I'm wondering whether to do those crushed curry actually, because apart from centres, crushed curry hasn't really had much of a look in tonight, and you know, let's do that. Oh, I love blueberry bushel, isn't it? Blueberry bushel. I love that colour. Okay, so I'm gonna just stamp. Look. Oh, I love that. I've just got a thing about things that trail. I was saying that to May today. I was looking at some cards on Pinterest for a bit of inspiration, and I came across a lovely, very sort of shabby chic looking card. And if you follow me on Pinterest, you may have seen I pinned it. And it just had, like, it was a slim line, I think, and it had a floral section, and then it had little bits hanging down. I'm like, oh, I got so excited. It had dingle dangles. So yeah, so sometimes I get a bit excited about the dingle dangles. And Janice and I have a thing for Dingle Dangles, don't we, Janice? And whenever we have a new catalogue, we're both searching through it, and we'll message each other and go, oh, have you spotted this one? It's great. Yes, of course I can, Heidi. Yeah. Ooh. Try and show you what I'm doing here. Can you see now? So I'm doing 1, 2, 3. Mainly. Ooh, let's get some in here. 1, 2, 3. Just get the odd ones in different places as well. But generally, trying to do 3 together. YouTube's not liking the emojis, oh dear. Wow, tough luck. Thanks admins for allowing them. Thank you. You admins are working overtime. Okay, it's going to come back a little bit. Yeah, my desk is hiding too. Sorry. Just trying to find the right angle so you can see it. Okay, I'm glad I did that. I felt I needed just another little texture in there. So now we're going to do a little smattering of these Night of Navy flowers. Oh, didn't ink up properly there. Thank you, Monica. Okay, I like these little tiny ones. This is very full. Oh, hello, Sheila. You've been out on the spider. Very good. Right, I'm going to move on. Yeah, it's sort of like the emoji bombing. That it just sort of, it doesn't realise that I asked, you know, I clearly asked you to do it. So yeah. So these little ones are even smaller. So as I'm getting closer to this heart shape, I'm being careful not to, as I say, go over the line that I drew earlier. It's a great way to try and help that shape just show up a bit more. So I'm going round with the darker blue. Yeah, Vicky, it's not a word I would use. Yeah. Ooh, these little flowers. Ooh, that wasn't inked properly. There we go. These little flowers are really nice for just creating that little heart, making it a bit more visible. I just want to add a few more of these small ones. Yeah, I might have to change the name of this. As I said, it doesn't really look like a wreath anymore, but I suppose you can get wreaths in all kind of shapes and sizes, can't you? Thanks, Janine. Hi, Melissa. Ooh. Oh, dottage. I've still got dottage to go yet. Calm it. Oh, yeah, that's a cute. I wouldn't mind a little motorcycle like that. Isn't that like a Vespa? That's more of a Vespa type one, isn't it? Now I'm wondering whether we get out the good old waterfront dottage for this. I'm going to see if I can get hold of it. Just having a look at my retired stamp sets. You know it's special when it requires a retired stamp. Is Wendy still sitting down? Not Wendy, Glenna. Oh, thank you, Linda. You hear the kiss. Oh, I know what, because I'm really aware of that. I just don't want you guys to end up spending silly money on postage. It does actually make a huge difference if I stamp an 8x8, because it can go letter size. It halves the postage cost. So I know what, if you want to hold out for me doing an 8x8, I'll do an 8x8. This is going to go on eBay, everybody, and I will put the link in the description. It will be up for 10 days. So today is the 10th of March. Oh, take care, Mary. Yeah. You're welcome. I do feel, though, that I should put some yellow dottage. I don't want to just leave the dark. We've got to have light in here. Okay, Linda, that's fine. Well, the other option is that you join a class. I'll do a class on it. Or a posy. I'll do a posy class with the option of doing a heart cutout. There we go. What about that? Because a posy is not actually far off this. It's basically going to be a circle, and then if you want to do a heart in the middle, you can do it. And I would suggest you do it in yellow and blue. So for those of you who've just joined, I'm discussing the option of having a class in aid of folks in the Ukraine. And I will teach it, but it will be a requirement that you donate to a friend of mine who's supporting work out there. And yeah, you get to hang out with loads of other people who want to do it. So there we go. So, right. I think I'm there. I might just want to go in and, oh, know what, I'm going to erase these marks now. And the other thing I want to do is just maybe go around in that little, with that little yellow, sorry, the little leaf. I don't know what colour to do, but I might just go around the little leaf. Oh, actually, no, now that heart's erased, it's all right. I quite like that little leaf just coming on there. Do I just do another one stretching on? Have a think. Hi, Deborah. Lovely to see you. Okay, I just thought I just needed something else coming on. So it's not too obvious, you know, I mean, it is a heart, obviously, but so it just breaks it up a little bit. If I've done it over there, I'm going to have to do it over here as well. I might just have a quick look in my diary, everybody, while you ponder on this. Do you want me to do a bit of a close-up? Okay. I'm just going to have a look in my diary and see when I've got a free Saturday. Oh, possibly Saturday the 2nd of April. And if people can't do that, I might... no, I'll do Saturday... Yeah, maybe Saturday 2nd of April. Has Mary gone? Yeah. Hi, Phoebe. There we go. Oh, thank you, Linda. Right, so what I'm going to do is probably... probably the best thing to do is if you're on Facebook and follow my Artful Stampin page and you're on Artful Stampin Space, I will put the link to the eBay listing once I've done it. If you're not a Facebook user, as I do appreciate not all of you do, yes, I will sign it. Yes, it will be signed and it will have the Stampin' Up logo on the back, because I'm selling this as a finished piece as per the Angel policy. So Stampin' Up only allow people to sell finished products using Stampin' Up product. So if you make a card, you can sell a card with that. You're not allowed to just stamp images and then sell the images, because that's completely going against the business model. However, because I'm selling this as a finished article, this is a finished piece of artwork, I will be stamping copyright Stampin' Up on the back and signing it and dating it. The other thing that I have warned on the eBay listing is that these inks are not fade resistant. So in order to try and keep the colours as bright as they are today, I would suggest that you display it in an area of your home that doesn't have full-on sunlight on it. I have warned you, right? I have warned you. So, oh, I was going to stamp some butterflies. Yeah, butterflies are hopeful little things, aren't they? Let's do that. And yes, sorry, that's a really good reminder. Thank you. So it's not quite finished. It's not finished yet. Yes, you can buy frames that have protective glass, have a special coating on the glass. So you can do that too. Right, I'm going to do some Bermuda Bay. I haven't used Bermuda Bay at all, so hopefully these butterflies will then show up really well. She says, although it's dirty. Bit of spit. I've only got this one that's really tiny, Deborah. I'm just going to have to go with that one, I'm afraid. And of course they come in pairs. Do we have a stamp that says hope? That'd be nice to stamp somewhere on it. Anyway, for the next one, I might do another one. Yes, I could do a dragonfly as well. I won't do it now in this one. I'll maybe do it in the next one. Okay. There we go. I don't know what else to say really, apart from a huge thank you to everyone who stuck out, or what's the word I want? Stuck it out with me. I'm going to go over the colours now. I'm going to go over the stamp set, so feel free to go if you're not interested in hearing that stuff. I will be writing a list in the description below for anybody who would like to have a go trying to do their own one. And watch this space about information about a posy class that I will do again in aid of Ukraine. So, and please go and support Julie Kettlewell and Pip Todman, 11 AM on Pip's channel on Sunday morning, and 1 o'clock on Julie Kettlewell's channel, 1 PM UK time on Sunday, this coming Sunday. Which is today's the 10th, so that'll be the 13th, Sunday the 13th of March 2020. Okay, so we use Saffron, Daffodil Delight, Crushed Curry and Bumblebee. There were the yellows. I did use a tiny wee bit of light pumpkin pie for my sunflowers, but that's the only going towards orange that I did, so I hope you forgive me. Then we used, what have we got here, Bermuda Bay just for those last little butterflies, Coastal Cabana, Balmy Blue, Misty Moonlight for those flowers, Balmy Blue for those ones, Pacific Point for some of the leaves and the fish eyes, and scroll back if you don't know what I'm talking about. Night of Navy then for the dottage and the tiny little dots. Oh, I can see a stem staring at me there. I'm not happy with that. Excuse me, sorry, I'm spotting all my little touching up that I need to do. Oh yes, it did, Esther. Or did it? I'm wondering if was it expressions in. What about that recent paper pumpkin? There was a paper pumpkin with the butterflies that came out recently. Did that have hope in it? I just have to dig that out. It's just gone into clearance rack. Ah, okay. Fish eyes and all. Right. Okay, so some stamp sets I used. I will go through everything. Now, please don't feel you have to have everything to make this. Just you can swap things out. I only use the little bell from Symmetry. I use the sunflower from Celebrate Sunflowers, the leaf from Positive Thoughts, the poppy and the splotch from Painted Poppies, the butterfly from Sentimental Swirls, Eden's Garden. I used that, and that, so those three. Waterfront, this is a retired stamp set, so please don't go, message me, Ruth, I can't find it in the catalogue. You won't find it in the catalogue. It's a retired stamp, but it was very, very popular in its time, especially with me, and particularly this stamp here. It's amazing. Sweet as a Peach, I did use that tiny little flower there. I am looking at these thinking whether I need to do some little centres in some of these. No, maybe next time. Sweet as a Peach, Dahlia Days, I used that one, and that one, and that one. Artistically Inked, I used that one. I cut it up. Flowing Flowers, that one. Colour and Contour, that one. And Forever Fern, that one and that one. So listen, I think what I should do is whenever I stamp these, I should measure the pile of stamps that I've got here, and see if we can ever come up with a bit of a record. What are we at? 19 centimetres. That's about 7.5 inches of stamps that I used tonight. There we go. Fun little fact. Fun random fact. So there we go. You can, Jodie. You can. I know. Well, I will count them up. I should jot it down, shouldn't I? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 stamps. 13 stamp sets. There we go. It's all going to be listed. So there we go. The Hope Paper Pumpkin from Shelley in Australia is in clearance rack. Yes, it's also in the clearance rack in the UK too. So if anyone wants to grab that, I think it's half price actually. It's a nice little kit. It's a nice one to take away with you, and it's some really sweet stamps actually. Oh, I'm always shedding hair. I was like, what is that line doing across there? It was a little hair. Right, I'm going to go and safely put this away in a little plastic, well, not a little, 12 by 12 plastic baggie, and start tidying up my inks and start typing up. And I'm going to take a photo of this and list on eBay straight away, and the link will be in the description to the eBay listing. So there we go. Thank you all so much, everyone. Lovely to see you all, and I hope to see you tomorrow evening. Not quite sure what I'm going to do, but there we go. And a very happy birthday to Miss Heidi Scholler. Lots of love, everyone. Take care.